March 23, 1994. Ronald Opus stepped off the roof of a 10-story building in downtown D.C. knowing he would die. He'd written a note, blamed his wife, said goodbye. His life, once full of potential, had been reduced to a single moment of surrender. But death didn't meet him at the pavement. It met him halfway down. As Ronald plunged past the 9th floor, a shotgun blast erupted from an open window. The shot shattered glass and tore through Ronald's skull. He was dead before he ever had the chance to hit the ground. Dr. Elijah Mills, a seasoned medical examiner, got the case. The body was a mess, blunt force trauma, but the fatal blow was the buckshot. It should have been simple. Suicide, but Mills was the kind of man who read between the lines. So he asked the right question. What if the fall wasn't fatal? Turns out it wasn't. On the 8th floor, a safety net had been installed earlier that week. Standard procedure during window cleanings. Ronald never knew. Had the shot not been fired, he would have landed in that net. Broken, maybe, but alive. Which meant one thing. This wasn't suicide. It was homicide. The trail led to apartment 904. Inside, an elderly couple. They'd been fighting. Neighbors heard the shouting. The husband, in a fit of rage, grabbed his shotgun and pointed it at his wife. He pulled the trigger. Missed. The pellets flew through the open window. Ronald Opus, mid-fall, became collateral damage. At first, it looked accidental. The old man swore the gun was never loaded. Said he'd threatened his wife like this for years, a habit. A twisted one, but harmless. Except this time the gun was loaded. So who loaded it? A witness stepped forward. Said it happened 6 weeks ago. The couple's son. He'd been cut off financially by his mother. Furious, he'd slipped shells into the shotgun. He knew his father's habits. He counted on them. His plan was elegant, deadly. If his father pulled the trigger, as he always did, his mother would be the casualty, and he'd be nowhere near the crime scene. But fate had other plans. Ronald Opus died instead, which made the son who loaded the weapon the killer. Here's where it spins full circle. The son was Ronald Opus. He tried to kill his own mother, failed, couldn't live with the guilt. So he jumped and was killed by the very weapon he'd armed. Dr. Mills reviewed the evidence, sat back in his chair, and made his final note. Cause of death, suicide. A murder that circled the globe only to land at the feet of the man who planned it. You can't script irony like that. But sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.